And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kasarian, and welcome back to Industrial Rotation. So, quick discussion needs to be had before we get started with this. Basically, yeah. So, this episode was originally supposed to be me going to the end and killing the Ender Dragon. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out because I actually, this is kind of embarrassing, actually. I ended up losing a lot of that data for the recording. So, yeah, I went and killed the Ender Dragon and didn't have the footage for it. Yeah, sorry about that. Oops. That's what happens when you don't record for a week. Yeah, I kind of derped and, well, it's a long story, but suffice to say, you guys are probably aware I've been having some stress issues lately, just because of stuff that's going on in my life. Nothing that's my life. It's like my grandmother's having issues, my other grandmother's having issues, my mother's having issues with the job situations, and it's just kind of insane. So, moving past that and back to Minecraft, what we're going to do today is we're going to start laying the groundwork for getting ourselves the next level blast furnace, which requires us to have Canthal heating coils, alright? Which require Canthal ingots. The problem with Canthal ingots is you can't just smelt them together. You have to forge them, throw them in a blast furnace, which gets you hot Canthal ingots, and then you have to vacuum freeze it. All right? Yeah, vacuum freezer. Now, the power requirements of the vacuum freezer don't look too bad until you look at what it takes to build the vacuum freezer. HV pumps, data control circuits. Well, how do you make these? Well, that's an assembler. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Engraved crystal chip. That's a emerald plate and emerald. Ooh, 480 EU per tick. Yeah, that's high voltage. Which means that we're going to need to get ourselves high voltage laser engravers, as well as some other high voltage equipment. All right, so if we look at the high voltage laser engraver, that's complicated. We need advanced circuits. Well, we should probably figure out how to produce advanced circuits. That seems like a pretty decent idea to me, to be honest with you guys, which requires an assembler that can handle 64 EU per tick. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means we need an advanced assembler. An advanced assembler. But do we want to just go straight all the way up? I mean, that's always a possibility. The only downside, well, we can't because we need the assembler to do it. Right, okay. Right, alright. So we have to get the 128 one first. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a crafting stage, huh? Alright, well, fortunately enough for us, we should be able... LV, MV. Missing 2 copper cable. Oh, well then. Oh, did I not tell this thing how to produce copper cable then? Copper wire. Oh, I need to tell it to produce copper cable. Ooh, okay. Alright, well that's not too difficult, alright? Yeah, this is another GregTech episode. Yeah, I know. Alright, so we're going to clear this whole thing. We're going to take copper wire, which should pop out of here eventually. There we go. So we get that. And a bit of rubber. Oh, we should tell this is actually a crafting recipe. Copper cable. There we go. All right. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, these machines can sometimes be a bit of a pain in the neck. You know, I recognize that. And it's Greg. And, you know, I know these crafting steps. But this is part of GregTech, you know, learning to do all this crafting. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, I'll admit. So let's take a look at the assembler, shall we? Right, I can't look it up quite like I would like to, usually. We want this one. Okay. So you need a pair of advanced circuits, right? So we need an advanced circuit board, which is a forming press with etched high voltage wire, which requires 64 U per tick. Do I have an MV forming press? Okay. So I need to get some electrum foil, right? Alright, well, that's going to be all sorts of fun. Oy, 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 oy. I know, right? Alright, do we have electrum? We have electrum. Okay. So why don't... Do I just want to teach this thing how to make all this crap? Yeah, we should probably do that. All right, so let's do this. Let's get some silver and some gold and some electrum, and we're probably going to want to head over actually to our crafting zone over here. So one of the things with Greg is the tiers can be kind of interesting to figure out, and you have to progress in kind of a set path. It's actually very similar in that respect to Rotary Craft, which is probably what I'm going to work on next episode. I'm going to regret saying that as soon as I get there, but I'm going to work on that next episode, I think. All right, so do I have a alloy smelter? Hey, computer. There we go. Yo, computer, what are you doing over here? I could do it through that, but I think I can also do it up here. So let's just do it up there instead. So let's kill that. Let's make sure we're on a processing pattern. Gold, silver, gets me 2 electrum. The nice thing about working with electrum, at least, is that it's easy. Oh, Greg. All right, so which one of you guys is actually doing smelting? Your alloy mode. Okay. So encoded pattern, that. Good, all right. So now we need to tell it, because I have a plate bending machine sitting around here somewhere. Wire mill, alloy smelter, bending machine. All right, so I want to tell it that electrum as it thinks about what it's doing with its little self. You know, the thing is, I do wish that a lot of these machines could be upgraded between each other, but that's just not a thing, apparently. All right, let's get some more blank. Oh, look, I have one. All right, well, let's get some more here. There you go. Okay. So then I need to tell it that, thank you, that the electrum plate, when we put it back in the bending machine, well, I should do this first, hold on. So that goes there, we put this back in the bending machine, and that should get us the foil that we want, right? Right. We'll steal it before it comes out of our system again. All right, so we got the foil now. Good. Now we need to check over to here. Come at me, bro. I see you. All right, so now we should have the... Let's see. Well, first we need to tell this thing over here to clear this recipe and to take that in. And then we need to find the machine... the precision laser engraver here. Oh, hell. Okay, hold on. This is going to be a problem now, isn't it? 32, 128, and this requires... $120. You're kidding me, right? Okay. All right then. Well, let's start with that then. Oh gosh. See what I mean about Greg being tiered like this, where it's like you have to do things how Greg wants you to do things, right? That's tin cable. So was that going to be MV down here? Yeah, I think so. Okay. All right, time to start getting MV machines in this place then, I guess. Oh, yoy. So the reason I wanted to do this was because GregTech is not really a game for the great faint of heart, you know? It's like, how did you even get in here? It takes a certain amount of intestinal fortitude, I guess. Alright, so the engraver... This shouldn't actually be that hard. Alright, now that I think about it. Okay. So it's good circuits, which are an electronic circuit and 2 NAND chips. Okay. Alright, so I just need to get myself... an electronic circuit, which may take a couple minutes because, you know, that's how this works. I should just say it over there because this is going to require the assembler. The one thing I do get a little irritated about with GregTech, though, and the way that this current version works, is with all these different tiers of the same machines. The hell is that sound? Oh, it's one of the things up here. I'm like, what the hell is that? All right, so well, let's go over here. All right, so we got this, and then we need 2 NAND chips. Well, that's easy. And then we come back to our assembler. No, that's not the right one. This switch should be the right one. We do that and that. And that gets me a good electronic circuit. Okay. So then we can program this guy in right here in the output. Clicky, clicky. Put him away. And then put this guy back into our machine over to here. And the good news on that is that it doesn't require much, you know, other crap to do it with. Okay, so now we should be able to look at what we need for our... What's it called? Our engraver. So we need 3 good circuits. Well, we can do that. All right. So we need 2 more. Remember, middle click to do that. All right. And then what sort of machine housing do we need for the engraver here? MV machine hall? All right, we could do that. What is it working on? Alright, so that's going now. And then for the rest of the engraver, what do we need? MV pistons. Okay then, so we need... Alright, well, let's look at this again. Hold on. Let's look at the motor. Magnetic steel rod, 2 aluminum rods. Okay. Alright, hold on, let's do this. Alright, so we need 2 pistons, which means we need 2 motors, which means we're going to need 4 aluminum rods and 2 magnetic steel rods. Okay. Oh, we don't... Okay, well, we'll do that now then, I guess. Okay. We'll get a steel rod then. This month, maybe. So what's also going to happen is, as I upgrade these machines, what we're going to do is... I need to switch this over to processing pattern now. Because that's the lathe... That's the polarizer. No, didn't get it in time. Now the nice thing is, as you do each tier... as I said, as you do each tier, it becomes easier and easier because you have more and more of the base materials already programmed in. So you have to worry less about what you need to do specifically. So now that we're getting... Alright, so let's look at the engraver again. Nope, we needed this one. Alright, so we need 3 aluminum plates. That's going to be 6 aluminum plates total. Alright, can we make aluminum plates? Yes. If we had the aluminum ingots, because they're all in here. I need to fix this. I need to actually hook this thing up to my actual ME network so it functions properly. There we go. Because it's as it is right now. I'm still in that weird stage where I'm like, I'm half connected to my ME network. Okay, so I want to get 6 of you. And then we need to look back at the engraver. And let's see. So 6 of you. I'm going to need 4 aluminum rods total. 4 plus 4. So I'm going to need 8 aluminum rods. Okay. Which I don't know how to make. Great. I hope we can do this on a basic lathe. Yes, we can. Ha-ha. I was worried for a second there. So it can be hard to tell. Sometimes different metals require different machines to work with. There we go. And basic lathe. We'll put that in there. There we go. And I said I needed 8 of those rods, right? So we'll start that up. And then what did we need for those motors? There we go. We need 2 of them. So I need 4 2x annealed copper wire. Okay. Which means I need 8 total. Thank you. And then I needed, for those motors, I needed what again? Annealed copper cable. So, let's see. And then I need rubber. You know what? Let's do this. Because I just realized this is going to be one of those things we're going to be needing a lot of. Because we're going to need a bunch of machines at the MV tier, so we might as well program them in. Yeah, this... Also with ME systems, the thing you have to keep in mind is because you're going to use so many crafting patterns, it's going to be kind of tricky to get... You have to make sure you have space in your machines. So for right now, you can see we're already running out of space here. Do any of you have any more space, actually? That's a pretty good question now that I think about it. Nope, no you don't. Okay then. Well, interesting. Alright, so we're going to need another interface then. Hey, that was easy. Because, you know, interfaces are good. Good things to have, right? Let's transform you over. There we go. By the way, ways you know you play too much Minecraft when this all suddenly makes sense. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. How do I want to do that? All right. Well, let's find a cover somewhere in here. Boom. All right, there we go. That looks better. Okay, so now we can put that in there. And we might also want to come back to here and look up the pattern for a motor. And then this type of motor. Oh, we still need that annealed cable. There we go. All right. So we'll just drop you into here, like so. Beautiful. And now for the engraver, we needed 2 of them. Okay. So we needed 2 of those for the engraver. All right, so let's get that running. And then we also need the pistons. Alright, so advanced precision laser engraver. There we go. So I need these gears. How do I get these damn gears? Okay, so I need 2 more aluminum plates. Got it. And then I need to find my hammer. And then we need to find our pistons, which means we needed that annealed. And we needed those motors now. Because for some reason, that we never get them in. There we go. 1 and 2. Okay, so now we should be able to get our... Let's look up the precision laser engraver again. And we should have one more thing we have to do here, which is the emitter, which means we need 4 electrum rods. Great. And 2 more good circuits. Okay, so let's get the good circuits going. Oh. We need 2 more of you. I forgot. It doesn't know how to do that. Right. I need to program that in, too. Well, we're going to be putting together our MV side of the machinery now, so I guess I'll probably also be putting in one of these advanced extruders. because they're honestly the best way to make these item casings. I don't remember what I needed these iron item casings for. Oh, the jetpack I was making. Right, that jetpack. Okay. That was the episode I had to get rid of because I lost most of the footage for it. Where I fought the Ender Dragon. It was actually a really boring fight because I didn't make the jetpack before I fought the Ender Dragon. I just fought it the old-fashioned way of standing on the ground like an idiot. So it was really boring. Like, it was really, really boring. So, emitter. Oh, we need electrum. We need at least 4. Never mind. All right, well, let's get that into our lathe. Did I build a second lathe? I probably didn't. Hold on, let's see. Electrum rod. What am I going to need you for? Emitter, sensor, gear, electrum bits. I don't really think I'm going to need this much. Or at all. So we'll just make a one-off of them. Because it's not, you know, sometimes it's just not worth it to craft a whole ton of items that you might need. Because it's just not worth it to program it because you're going to use this whole thing once. You know? And just chuck it in a lathe and you're done. Right? Right. So, okay. We're looking back at the recipe for the emitter. So then we need our emitter again. 2 copper cable. As the machines all start running again. I guess I didn't need to use the annealed stuff. Honestly, the annealed is more expensive. No, I didn't want you to do that. And then we need those electrum rods. Now, I forget if I can actually craft out of this thing. How are you doing over here, lathe? Slowly is how you're doing. Right, slowly. Yeah, it takes no time to do that, but you get back to here. It's like 13 seconds for nitrobium. 37 seconds to do europium. I don't even know what europium is. Shadow iron bolts. Oh, your guess is as good as mine, kids. Okay, so I think we're working on the second to last one. Yep, second to last one now. Yay. This takes forever. While we're here, what am I using here? I'm using 8x, 8x, 8x. Okay. So if I'm working with MV, then what type of cable do I need? Okay. So I need 8x annealed copper. Yep. Alright, so we're going to have to anneal some more copper then. Let's get 2 stacks or so annealed. How about that? Where's that wire mill? Alright, annealing time. Honestly, this isn't that bad now, because this doesn't... Annealing these doesn't require any special equipment or anything. Yeah, okay. Well, we'd have to give it a whack with a hammer, though. Hammer. There you go. Oh, I know what's happening now. Okay. Yeah, that's a pain in my neck. Because it's out of oxygen. That's its problem. It's out of oxygen now. Alright, we need to get it some oxygen then. It's never easy, is it? Thankfully, the oxygen's being routed into my ME system. So it shouldn't be too hard to get some oxygen back out of there. Do I have a tank? I should have a pair of empty portables in here. Yeah, I do. Look at that. Okay. Now, there's a bug with extra cells, which I'm about to show you guys, and I've been trying not to cheat it too horrendously. But if I go to oxygen, you see that holds 27 and that holds 128. Well, it'll fill it. Alright. So, that's a bug with extra cells, and I've already filed a bug report on it, so that should be showing up, hopefully getting fixed at some point in the nearby future. If they're paying attention to their bug reports, which I sincerely hope they are, because there are some pretty major bugs that have been sitting there for quite a while. One of the major bugs with extra cells right now is if you have both fluid storage interfaces and fluid storage cells on the same network, they argue and they don't get along, and there's no way to prefer using an external tank to actually using the interface or the cell. All right, so that's going to go. That's going to start running. The copper's going to start annealing, which is always good. We can do this, and we can do that. We can do that, which gets me 8x. And then we just need some rubber to make this really work. And the lathe should be done too, so we should be able to yank out an emitter. Thank you. And what we should also be able to do is take a quick look at our laser engraver. Can I put that in there? I can. All right, so I can put emitter, emitter, piston, piston, emitter, and then annealed copper. All right. Emitter, and then I need some... Oh, well, I can just... Wait, does it have to be annealed copper? No, I don't know. Laser engraver. Nope, it can be copper. Yay, okay. Copper cable, copper cable, copper cable, copper cable. Let's get 2 of them, please, and start. And we'll do that, and we'll yank. Okay, all right. Let's do this the old-fashioned way, then. Let's get... Oh, I bet I know why this is happening. All right, piston, piston, emitter, circ... Oh, I don't have enough of these. That would be why. And I'm missing annealed copper ingots. Hey, you guys over here. You done with any of those yet? Hey, look at that, you are. That's the nice thing. I do hook that up just with an interface or something to pull the items in. Because right now it's kind of silly, to be honest with you. So I needed good circuits. I needed 2 of them. We'll start that running. I needed the 2 copper wire. I needed the machine, the MV machine hull. And then I just need those 2 more circuits. There's 1, and we're just waiting on the last one to pop out right about now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And there we go. All right, so let's craft these guys up the old-fashioned way. Thank you, Rika, for giving me one of these. These things are the best. I just wish I could shift-click into them, but I can't, so whatever. All right, so we'll put that there, that there, that there, this here, and this here. And we get ourselves the advanced precision laser engraver. We also need to get some rubber out. Thank you. And we'll just combine this like that. Like that. Thank you. And we get ourselves some 8x annealed copper wire. Because what we're going to do here is we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2 for right now. And we're going to plop this guy down right facing... How do these guys face? Right like this. He's not ready to run yet, but we'll get him running in the nearby future. Anyways, guys, this has been Mr. Kasarian. I want to thank you all for watching. I've had fun, as always. I really do enjoy doing these episodes. Next episode, we'll have the precision laser engraver working. Haha! And we'll actually be able to make some more progress. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. Oh, God, that's a concussion creeper, isn't it? Right, he doesn't do block damage. Anyways, guys, this has been Mr. Kasarian. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. As always, happy mining.